Hello felt converts, it's Diane from Spencer Ogg Sewing Patterns back with the third episode in our Funtastic Felt Project tutorial series. Today we'll be making storage bins with carry handles or with front grab handles, ideal to use in the sewing room, bedroom, bathroom, even by the front door to hold gloves and scarves, hats and boots. Then we'll make handy storage trays so we don't waste any of our lovely felt offcuts. Use them for Wonderclips, rivets and cam snaps, sweets, even coins. So this is our last episode to complete our 7 Funtastic Felt projects, but there are a further 3 projects available in my low priced ebook which has individual video tutorials for everything, all 10. It's available on my website now and I'll add the link into the text below, or just head to my website at www.spencerogg.com. If you missed the previous 2 episodes where we made all sorts of cases and covers, from glasses cases to laptop sleeves, please do jump back and catch the previous 2 episodes. If you want to know a little more about felt, which types to use, how to cut it, sew it and handle it, then just hop back to the first episode in this series to see all the details. So if you're ready, let's go sew! So to make the storage baskets, cut a 22-inch square from 3mm felt and then cut out a 7-inch square from each corner. So that's all I've done. My full square was 22 inches and then I've cut a 7-inch square from each corner. Now hold on to those 7-inch squares because we're going to make some storage trays with those afterwards, so we don't want to waste those nice bits of felt. So put those to one side. Also cut 2 handles if you want to add them. 10-inch by 1-inch for long handles or 7-inch by 1-inch for short handles. Or you could use leather strips and rivet them on afterwards. We can decorate these side panels any way we wish before we make it up. There's no right or wrong way or wrong side to felt, so it's literally going to end up like this, just pulled up together. So you can decorate these panels with anything from an embroidery to a heat transfer, a badge, or I'm just going to add a little leather patch. Well, actually it's a piece of vinyl I've cut out of 2 inches by 1 inch and I'll just stitch that on there. Have a look what your handles look like with it and place it somewhere that it looks nice. So I'll stitch mine on there. Could fold it up to get it out of the way. Keep trimming. So I've just added my badge there on my piece of vinyl or leather. Now to add the handles, I'm literally going to attach to that top edge, so I'm going to lay them on the front, on the right side, same side as the badge, just equally spaced like this, and then I'll stitch a box around where they overlap onto the bag. So I've left about 1 inch onto the bag there, or onto the box. Now I've just had a thought today, I might add one as a pulley storage handle rather than as a handle to carry at the top, because then I can keep it on a shelf, so I'll do that today. I'll just shorten that a little bit, it's a bit long. So let's make it about, okay, so I'm pressing that down to 6 inches. And I might leave the badge side like that, just plain, and put it on this side. Just pin that in place. So I'm just eyeballing it. That's just 2 inches down from the top edge and equal distance from the side, giving me room to get my fingers in. So I've just pinned that in place for now. You see I've got plenty of room to get my fingers in there. So I'll just stitch that with a box shape at either side to hold it in place. That's one side. I'll stitch the other side on. Trim that up. That's my handle attached, so you can see. So if I was adding the carry handle to the top, I'd just put one on the top there and one on the opposite side over here. So they come together when the bag's together. So that's it, complete really, and ready to stitch together. That's all our decoration done. Okay, so we're ready to stitch this together. So flip it over. So this is the wrong side, and bring two of the sides up to match. And then just clip them together. So your seam is literally going to be on the outside of this now. We don't have to worry about seams and concealing raw edges with felt. So this is my outer. I'm not going to be turning it inside out afterwards. This is my outer, so I've got my badges, my handles and everything visible on the outside. And my seam is going to be along the outside up that corner. So that first one I'm just going to go and stitch that close to the edge, right from top to bottom, so you can flatten it out a little bit. So 3mm or 1/8 of an inch from the edge. And the nice thing about felt is you can actually make the seams even bigger and have the seam allowances as a feature. But these are tiny ones. So trim up and you can see there's that first box corner done. Really simple. So let's do the other three, just exactly the same way. I'm going to pull them up to meet each other. Clip in place. Match your top edges first. That way you can make sure you've got a nice clean top edge. Next one, pull it up. And the last one. And let's stitch all three. Oh, I thought I'd finished. I've still got one to go. One more. So there's the cutest storage box. I'm going to give it a quick press. I just like to get a little fold in the bottom edges, and then we'll have a quick look at it. There we are. Just a light press to get those creases in the bottom. You can leave them a little bit rounded if you prefer, but that makes a really nice storage box and a really nice gift. So I put the handle on the front, so it's great for putting on a shelf, but also you could put them on the top as carry handles. So that's really cute. So we're ready, just fill that up and display it wherever you want to. Make them in different colours or different sizes. So on to the offcuts that we had. So we actually cut our 4 corners off, and these are 7 by 7 inch squares. As I say, you can make either of these in any size whatsoever. So I'm grabbing one of those because I've already cut the corners out, because we're going to do exactly the same thing but in a tray shape rather than box shape. So a 7 by 7 inch square, and I've cut 1.5 inch squares out of each corner in this case. So we're going to have low sides rather than high sides. So the bigger the corner cutout, the higher your sides are going to be. So I'm going to make this into a tray, so it's just going to be like this. So nice and low. So that's great for coins and jewellery, and very good for Wonderclips and bobbins and anything else you may have hanging around. So this is really quick. You can add some decoration if you like. I will just add the little strip on there just to give it a bit of something. Shall I put it in the middle or shall I put it at the side? I'll put it at the side there. I should have put my name tag on it really, so nobody could steal it. Okay, and then all we're going to do is we're going to bring the corners together just like we did with the boxes. Put it in place. I'm going to do that with all 4 corners. Bring them together. Together. And the last one. So I can now stitch that along each box corner, just close to the edge, about 3mm or 1/8 of an inch on all 4 sides. There you go, and let's trim that up. And again, I'll take it to the ironing board. You can see how the sides of the bottom is quite rounded at the moment, so you can leave it like that if you like the rounded edges to it. But I'll just whip it to the ironing board and give it a nice press. What I did forget to mention, which I normally mention in any project, is my trusty blind hemming foot. So when you're doing the sides, or when you're doing these little seams, you can use a blind hemming foot just to keep you an equal distance from the edge. Keeps your stitching nice and straight. Just move your needle to the left when you've got it on there. Trimity trim. There we go. So there's our tray. I'll just go and give that a press. You can see it's quite rounded at the bottom at the moment. You can leave it like that if you like it like that, but I like a flat bottom rather than a rounded bottom, so I'll just give it a quick press. So there we are, there's our little tray. Very cute it is too. So let's just fill that with some handy Wonderclips. And we're ready to go. You've got 3 more to make now. So I hope you enjoyed the 7 free projects we've now made together. Catch the previous 2 episodes on the YouTube channel if you haven't already seen them. And remember, if you want to get hold of everything together along with written instructions and these extra bonus projects, then the ebook with videos is available on my website now at www.spencerog.com, or just scroll down and you'll find a link in the text below the video. If you've enjoyed the projects as much as I have, let me know. I'd love to do some more structured projects for you in felt. Hit the button to subscribe to the channel for regular free bag making tutorials, and do join my Facebook sewing group to show pictures of your creations. I'd love to see them. All the links are below. Now, if you have a taste for felt, what are you waiting for? Go sew!